Well, you guys, tonight I was gonna do a midnight metanoia, but I'm and I'm like on E right now. Okay. When I say no, well, I gotta correct that. Not on E like ecstasy, bitch. E like I'm about to crash. Like that last bit of energy. Anybody out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you are a sober, like-minded individual. So of course, come on in here. How you doing? Come on in here, Jay. I know that's right. Come on in here, Jay. Ow. Yes. So of course, as you noticed tonight, there's no introduction video because what I'm going to talk about is very serious. Okay, it's very serious, very creepy. Okay, very creepy, but very serious. And I'm just going to give you my 2 cents on something that's been going on that I've not been really, and like I said, I was going to turn this into a midnight metanoia, but I said, you know what? Let's do this another way because I don't want to get too much to the energy because there's so much going on. There's so much contamination, and I don't want to be that girl. So there's 2 people I'm going to be talking about, and of course, the 2 people that I'm going to be talking about, and it's not just 2 people, but 2 people in particular that's been gracing the news that stood out for me um, January and of course just the other day. But 2 major things have happened in the past 5 months that just does not sound right to me. And I have not jumped on it, even though I got emails from people asking about it, asking questions about my opinion on certain things. But I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna give you what I've been observing. Okay. I know I'm a Gemini, and Geminis can be very, you know, um, quick with things, airy, flirty, talk a lot, whatever. But we're also very observant. Okay, we're very, very observant, honey. We pay attention to some shit. So the title of the video is Gemini versus Aries energy. Okay, and of course, we're not going directly into, you know, anyway. I won't get into that because I'm gonna get too long winded. I'll make this longer than what I need to make this. So when we're going into the Gemini and Aries energy, we're dealing with, of course, when I say Gemini versus Aries energy, we're dealing with communication. When it comes to the Gemini energy, we're dealing with communication. We're dealing with the twins. You see the front side, but there's a hidden side. You see one agenda, but there's actually something else going on. And we know when it comes to the government and other things that are, you know, with power, that's just how it is. Um, we're going into, passionate people that may come across detached, charming, convincing, brilliant, smartness, intelligent, new discoveries. Um, Once again, going into ideas and talks of love, but not really wanting to get into love. And then, of course, going into the Aries energy, we have that fire. Okay. Of course, we have that always trying to strategize things, right? Always trying to um, put things together. The round, hard headedness, but definitely have an idea and making this idea happen. Okay. Generosity, the spirit or the energy of giving. Now, I'm saying this to say, and of course, we have emotional issues there too. Everything that has been going on for the past 4 or 5 months have been Geminarian or Gemanian and Aryan energy. From the Alexis Ware missing case to what just happened on the 5th, a couple of days ago. Kevin Samuels, I was going to say Samuel Jackson. Now, we had a conversation about this, y'all, privately. I talked to my sisters about a lot of stuff before I come out public with it. And sometimes we have conversations about stuff I don't share with you guys. But this is the perfect time, without even doing midnight metanoia, just kind of going into this, and I'm getting chills on even thinking about this shot because this is actually kind of creepy. So, going into the Alexis Ware, okay? Alexis allegedly was last seen January 30th of 2022. During this time, the lunar cycle was waning crescent, and it was actually in the zodiacal energy of Capricorn. Now, the energy of Capricorn deals with a strong need of being useful to society. It is also that energy of seeking justification for your actions in the outside world. Now, I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave it there lightly and politely. Something's very funny with that Alexis Ware story. I don't think that she's really missing. I feel like there's something funny, very funny with that. I do feel like spiritual people are involved. Like I said, I've had these conversations back with people in, the beginning of last month. Once again, like I said, I'm not into tapping into things that everybody else is tapping in on because some of the stuff becomes diluted and watered up and twisted up, and people giving their ideas on spirit and spirits telling them this and that when these people can't even figure out who the fuck the baby daddies is. Better yet, they can't even figure out why the baby daddy didn't want to marry them when they gave him 3 or 4 kids. And it's not a cut in on anybody, but I'm just saying it doesn't make sense to me that spirit is giving you insight on other people, and especially things that does not matter to you. Like that, whatever happened to anybody outside of your house, bitch, it does not affect you. People go missing every day. But it's something very fishy about it. Something very fishy. Okay. Something very fishy. And I also even think it's crazy that she mentioned that she's into root work and stuff. So it's kind of like, yeah, honey, there's some setup stuff here. I told you this many, many times before, and I'm going to say this again, that there is a spiritual group of people out there, a pyramid scheme, a Ponzi scheme, whatever the fuck you want to call that. There are scouting people to come on in. Either you'll be a part of it and they get you together, whatever that means, or you don't be a part of it and they get you together. When you don't want to be a part of it, they start attacking you, they start making fake shit up about you. They start coming for your character. You start seeing fake reviews about people on consumers, pissed off consumers and also the bullshit. But there's a lot of bullshit that takes place on these internet streets. Bullies. I do feel like once again that she got caught up in some stuff. Okay, she got caught up in some stuff that I think a lot of people get caught up in. But I do not feel like Mama was kidnapped. I do not feel like Mama is deceased. I do feel like Mama is still living. And I do want to point this out to you guys just to kind of tie this up on her. If allegedly she's found and they said there's any damages done to, or while in this case, because like I said, I've not cared to look into it. There's too much shit out there about it, too much, fake stories and all this other good shit. But if they decide to come forward and say, for instance, they found her, let's say, allegedly something happens to her and they actually do find her remains and they identify it as her. Because I don't feel like this is the media hiding something. I do feel like she is aware of what's going on and people are aware of what's going on. Okay. And I'm going to leave it there. Going into that Gemini energy, catfishing, giving a look of something when it's really not there. Can we talk about it? So they talk about these things, okay? And y'all can make note of this. You can keep this as a reference, okay? Anything that relates to the knees, the joints, the backbone, the spinal muscles, the patella, the bones, the tendons, the ligaments, skin, hair, spleen, the organs, about anything that deals with any of these organs I just mentioned, the body parts I just mentioned, you're gonna know exactly what I say, what I mean by what I just said right now. And I'm gonna leave that there. So there's a lot of Gemini energy with that, a lot of catfishing. Okay, once again, a lot of things being put out there when there's some stuff going on behind the scenes. Moving forward, and what really made me want to talk about this is the most recent thing that happened on May the 5th. Now, allegedly on May the 5th, it was reported, uh, or it was reported that Kevin Samuels was found deceased in the morning. And then I saw one of these podcasters doing rest in peace type of thing. And I've been looking at this podcaster for, the past few, months a little different. I think she's a Pisces too, which I mean, that's not ironic. Okay. But I've been looking at this lady and Mama's moving very occultic, very not occultic, occultist, but very encrypted. Mama's been talking about a lot of stuff that kind of has me looking at her like, wait a minute, Mama, something is going on here. So going into communication, and I just heard, I've seen a lot of people, and of course, it's still that Gemini energy. Communication, podcasting, newscasting, broadcasting, whatever. This deals with Gemini energy. And of course a little bit of Virgo too, because of course Mercury. But I find it odd that a lot of stuff came up with this person. And I find it odd that even going into Kevin Samuels being a podcaster, going into the Gemini and Aries energy, once again, catfishing. I don't think that this is a real situation. I don't think this is a real situation to an extent of, and I was going to say something right now, but something happened a couple of years ago and I learned my lesson. So I'm not even going to get into that. Okay. We're not even going to touch on that. I learned my lesson on something that I spoke about a couple of years ago. And anyway, but I found it ironic that on May the 5th, which was a Wednesday, that's Mercury, Gemini energy, that the moon was 23 days old in Pisces. I find it ironic that this Pisces podcast, who has a lot of Gemini energy, I really want to honestly see what's on this person's chart to see how much Gemini energy is actually on them. Because ooh, honey, girl, I'm like, they're more of a Gemini than I am. But I find it odd and ironic that and some just can't believe it too, going into 25 or 23, which is five, and allegedly Kevin Samuels was in his 50s, five, 50 something. People were saying they couldn't get it right, 53, 56, 57, 58, whatever. We just gonna cut to this chase. We just gonna cut the shit and we're gonna get down to it. I don't think this is still a real situation. I think that this situation is the image of Kevin Samuels has been murked, but I don't think the actual person has been murked. Now, I had a conversation with somebody a couple of days ago that, and I just reiterated today with another sister of mine, that I had a weird dream that I was dating this. I'm gonna tell you what I was feeling energetically for this person. And one of my sisters was like, "Oh girl, that means a man is coming." I'm like, "Girl, I'm not looking for a man. So hopefully a man ain't coming." The only man I'm looking for right now is Benjamin, okay, Andrew Jackson, George Washington, I don't, maybe a little bit of, Abraham Lincoln, we don't discriminate when it comes down to those elite pieces. But I found it ironic that I had this dream that was kind of like an insight of something where I'm meeting this man that lived on a very top floor of an apartment. And he was a black man of excellence. And of course, this was very, very quick. I couldn't tell y'all anything about this man outside of what I was feeling and sensing in this experience. So he invited me to his house on a dinner date. And I'm sitting here and the room is kind of dim. And I'm just like, this man is into some weird shit. And so this man was like really trying to seduce me. And I was just like, hon, like, I think you're cute. Mind you, I couldn't see his face. But I'm feeling sexiness because I can tell he was a very intelligent man, or at least he was giving me this intelligence, right, from what we were talking about. And At this point, this man was really trying to seduce me to be with him. And I'm just like, yeah, you're hot and stuff, but I'm not really wanting you. But I had this split thought, right? This very split thought. And this is not me, y'all. I'm not that girl. I'm not a fan of getting people together. I'm just going to walk away. But I had this very split idea in this experience that I was going to put something in this man's drink because he was drinking wine. And my understanding was it was, anyway, I won't get into that. That might be a little too graphic, but it was something from my body. And so, literally, I, tell him to give me a moment. I step away, I do my thing, and I'm just having an out of body experience at this point, y'all. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And of course, the weirdest thing, too, there was a mirror. Clearly, obviously, I was in the bathroom. There was a mirror there, but I could not see my reflection. And all of a sudden, I walk out and I wake up. Fast forwarding, one of the stories about Kevin Samuels is that the girl he was dating uh, found him unresponsive the next day, and she spent the night at his house. I don't know if that's true or not. Like I said, because I don't get into these stories like that. But it's one of the stories, and I was like, that's kind of odd. And even going back into the video that one of these podcasters put out, or bloggers put out, that this person's into wine. I was like, that is some weird. Oh my god, I'm getting chills right now. That's just some weird shit. But moving forward, even going into his whole persona, Kevin Samuel's whole persona was off. Even today, having a conversation with one of my sisters, they mentioned, well, I personally think that, he had the sauce, the virus, and daddy was trying to give off the illusion that he was not. Daddy's also giving me a queen. And I always thought the same thing too. I don't see this man being into women. I don't see this man being into, I would even say, really men for that matter. I see this man kind of being an asexual person, allegedly. And once again, I'm giving you, everything, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, everything is alleged to proven otherwise. But I definitely feel like this man was set up, right? I feel like this man was a homosexual. I feel like this man was into the pink, and somebody came to this man and had an idea and was like, you'll be the perfect one. You'll be the perfect one to put this image on. And sure enough, it didn't work out. I mean, it worked a little bit, but it didn't work the way they wanted it to work. And now, mysteriously, Kevin Samuels is gone. And I also think it's ironic that this Pisces blogger, okay, was also a fan of, not a fan of, but they've mentioned before how people were trying to buy them out. How there was going to be a spin-off, like, we're going to revamp your image. We're going to change it up. And even going into that, I told y'all, this energy on this person too, looking at this person, I'd be like, damn, this person gives me a lesbian, even though they married to a man. Because I know my lesbians, girl. I love my lesbians, honey. Shout out to the L word, and my sister who used to watch all those episodes, honey, back in the day. Hello, sister. Do you remember that sister in '08 and '09, girl? The rain, it was raining, girl. We were out in that car on that portable DVD watching the L World. I know that's right, Pam Grier. Oh my god. Anyway, but I told y'all that Mama Spirit is a fat white Caucasian man. Now, I don't know if that is, directly tied, because I do feel like spirit is, energy, and we have no gender, no sex, no race. But I do feel like whatever life she lived as this, overweight white guy, is the life that's bleeding over into this life. And if you have to say that, white people have a privilege, this is why mama's getting all the accolades she get now and the ones that are to come because of that. And also her connections with certain people who I also feel like Kevin Samuels was also connected to. I think there's a lot of people, once again, going into the Gemini energy, two sided, flip sided. There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes, okay? And they're presenting one thing, okay, when there's something else really even going on. And like I say, even going into the Pisces energy, catfish. We know that Pisces deals with fish, okay? They are the fishes, okay? They're ruled by Jupiter and Neptune. We know that these people are very social, emotionally sentimental, and they have very, very romantic qualities. They have the ability to convince you to take off your panties or to take off your drawers. So we know that, and not even to mention their ability to be the light of the party. Okay, the ability to bring in when everything is gloomy and sad, to brighten up things. So once again, it's not a coincidence, okay? And even the word coincidence is coincide. Okay, if you don't know what coincide is, we can pull up the Webster dictionary on coincide. Okay, hello? Let's pull up what coincide means. Definitely. It says coincide is to occur at or during the same time, correspond in nature, correspond in position, mate, or intersect. So, like I said, coincidences are real, but not the way we think they are. It's not a coincidence that this man, KS, KS, it's not a coincidence that KS, okay, allegedly goes out on the 5th of May when the moon is in Pisces, and his so-called internet friend at the time is a Pisces woman, and she come forward and say, I'm paying respect to my friend, going into all the energies that he's going to. I'm even curious to even know what his birthday is without me even getting into that, because it sound like the touch on energy when you don't know the real story, honey. But definitely, uh, going into this being on a Wednesday as well. Mercury, we got Mercury, Pisces, and Aries energy here. As I said, going into Aries, very generous. So that wealthy look, educational, intellectual, brilliant type of energy, detached, you know what I mean? Giving the illusion that I want you and I need you, but I really don't. There's just a lot of change in the world right now. And I told y'all when 2020 hit, there was a movie that came out, and I want to pull this up before I even say this. And of course, we're finishing it up right now because we had an incident that happened with Will Smith. Didn't Will Smith play this character, Gemini Man? There was a movie called Gemini Man that came out in 2019 before 2020 hit, and they had Will Smith to hop up on that motherfucking screen and to play this motherfucking character. And now, as energies are shifting, oh, come on in here. When energies are shifting, because now we're getting into the Aries energy, this Gemini man gets up on this stage playing with that Piscean energy, act like he slapped. And that's another thing too. Bitch, this man slapped an autistic person and y'all thought that was cute. And that, you know what? That's a shame on y'all. Y'all fucking disgust me too. Y'all fucking disgust me, man. If I sit up here and I talk about an unfit mother, an unfit father, y'all want to this bitch this bitch is just this bitch jealous because this bitch don't got no fucking kids. This bitch is a woman hater. This woman don't like single mothers. This bitch. But it's okay for y'all to sit up here and applaud this man for getting up on stage. First of all, and I don't even think Jada Pickens got motherfucking alopecia. Mama's been bald headed for at least for the past fucking 5 years any motherfucking way. So no tea, no shade. But y'all let this man get up on this damn stage and slap the hell out this autistic man. If it was real, I'm just saying. And yeah, he did that. Okay. So what's good for the goose, good for the gander, honey. When Karen think that you deserve to be slapped too, don't get mad when Karen will come up and mollywop your ass. Don't get upset about it, cause bitch, I'm gonna think about that Will Smith slapping the hell of Chris out of Chris Rock. Once again, though, like I said, if it was real, we have that Gemini. Aries are very passionate. Okay. Aries are very passionate, generous. Allegedly, these people are, giving people. Girl, they always got advice to give. They got good ideas to give. Girl, ow. There's a lot of tea going on to the Pickets and the Smiths, honey. But there's a lot of energy around that couple. Once again, going into when 2020 hit, Gemini energy. Y'all had a president, a redhead president, Aries versus Gemini. A redhead president who was a Gemini that came on in and he shook the fuck out the motherfucking country. And he's still shaking the country up even when he's out in motherfucking office right now. Hello? That's what Geminis do. We shake shit the fuck up. And if you don't like it, bitch, then get the fuck out of Dodge. And if you want to not get out of Dodge, we're going to make sure that you shake, 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 bitch. Okay? But anyway, going into the Aries, they could be a little stubborn, a little hard headed. Allegedly, Jada Pickett Smith and Will Smith was protesting the exact same show that they got up on a couple of weeks ago and slapped the hell out of Chris Rock. Once again, that catfish ass Pisceans, duality. We're gonna pretend there was even stories leaking since they apologized to each other and people out there talking about stuff. That wasn't Chris Rock and Will Smith, that was some other people there. But you gotta think about who's putting these stories out here. Communication, Gemini energy. You gotta think about who's putting these stories out there anyway. Y'all wasn't there. People be really acting like they be in the middle of damn situations. And I'm not gonna say people, I'm gonna say black people. Black people be really trying to talk and act like they be in the like they are seeing the experience firsthand. Like, girl, you got to really sit back and pay attention to things and observe things. Okay. Anyway, Gemini Man came out in 2019, played by Will Smith. We're still in that Gemini energy. It's going to be ending 2023. If you're not ready, you get it. You better get ready. You better get ready, honey. Going into CR19. Oh, come on in here. Hello? Going into CR19, honey. Duality, your lungs. Hello? Your lungs, okay? And then they said blood. Mars is connected to the blood. Aries is ruled by Mars. The blood. The blood, the blood, the blood. Going back into Kevin Samuels, like I said, I do not feel like the person that is behind Kevin Samuels is actually deceased. Somebody said something about the mama was like she not ready to talk about it. Why would the mama be talking about any damn thing? The mama was there. That's sad. I don't even want to really get into that and look into the story shit because everybody's gonna have a whole nother storyline. It kind of reminds me of the storyline that happened about the Bronx situation. There was a DJ and a alleged transgender, doing it in the car, and I'm sitting there really thinking to myself like, this shit sound fake. And I even told the two people who told me, I was like, this shit sound fake, without even knowing the story because, bitch, I like I said, I'm there. Like that's what I said. People don't understand. Like I'm so detached from the world news and the mind controlling and the manipulation of the spirit that when things are presented to me, I'm like, bitch, this shit don't sound right. And I stand on what I believe. It doesn't sound right. Going into once again the Gemini energy, there's a lot of stuff that's coming out that they're ever going to push harder close to this year underneath that Gemini energy to convince you of something, manipulation. And it also goes tie with Pisces because you know that water signs like to manipulate people. So I should have added on there Gemini, Pisces, and Aries energy. But it's just things don't sound right. So going into that situation, I was like, it doesn't sound right. Like, yeah, this has to be an acting situation. And coming to find out, it wasn't even a transgender person that this guy was doing his fun with. It was a non-binary person. Not to mention they were performing together at the club. They were hosting together. And allegedly when the guy was questioned, I think his name was Alex or someone, he was questioned about it. He was like, there's nothing wrong with getting head every now and then. So it's like this girlfriend knew about this bisexual man allegedly. And girl, it was a publicity stunt. As I said, like, bitch, I'm not into that manipulation shit. Like, you can't fool me with this foo foo goo goo doo doo shit. I tell you, I smell shit and foofiness from a mile away, honey. You can think you're gonna run game on me all day long, bitch. Been there, done that. No, thank you. Not interested. Oh, that's fucked up. Okay, bitch, you get caught up in that. That's why your life is going in circles because you're not waking up. You're not waking up. And that's everybody's problem right now. That's why things are so boring. Things are seeming dead. Things are seeming so like, ugh, here we go again. Because people are not wanting to wake up. If it's not being presented to you in an acting dramatic way, you're bored with it. You're like, I ain't watching this. But somebody get up on here and they looking like a freak of nature, doing stupid ass shit, and blah, blah, blah. Now all of a sudden you bitch, you want to look, you want to watch. So it's like, honey, we gotta start stepping back. And we gotta let our subconscious mind kick in. We gotta start letting stepping back and letting our spirit kick in and determine things for us because the flesh is always being fooled. And you see it. The flesh is always being fooled. And like I said, I don't have to go into examples with that. So the two things, like I said, once again, just in case y'all want to get into Alexis Ware and you want to ask, hey, you gonna talk about it? Capricorn, Gemini energy. There's something going on behind the scenes. Something is going on behind the scenes. And not just these two things I mentioned about Alex Ware or Alexis Ware. I'm saying Alex. Alexis Ware and Kevin Samuels. But think of almost everything that's happened this year that you're just like, this does not sound right. Something is fishy with this. Going into the Benzino and Shauna thing. Honey, once again, a fool, a fake storyline, okay? A fake storyline. Something is being pushed out there that's not real. That's not real. Like I said, Capricorn and Gemini energy for Alexis. I do think that mama's hiding somewhere. I think that people know exactly what's going on, but they're not talking about it. I won't point out anybody in particular, but allegedly there's somebody that's connected to her that got a lot to say. And I think the mama know exactly what's going on. And mama's playing that role to look like her hands are clean. And they're not. I'm so sick of that shit. That's how I look at the news. I'm so sick of the foo-foo-ness. Y'all trying to distract people on their lives to focus on other people's lives. Bitch, going into Kevin Samuels. If you want to know, I don't think that, I think the death is real. Okay. But I think that the Kevin Samuels character was not a real character. I've always said that. I continue to say that. I will continue to say that. Don't think it was real. Daddy was too viralistic. Too, yeah, you're big, girl. Worry about you. Stop eating and da da da. Like, the fuck out of here. Then on this sit down, he gonna say he was raised by women and this and that. So none of your mama, your grandmama, they weren't heavy set women. They want out here slopping down peach cobbler and shit. Better yet, let me see for myself right now. I wanna see something right now. Let me see this right here, honey. Oh girl. Oh girl. There's no pictures of the mama. Oh, there we go. Okay. There's a mama there. And is that mama skinny? I want to know. Because daddy was definitely pushing down. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Um, the crazy thing about it is, too, we know that Samuel, Samael, we know that these are the same names. Samel, Samael, Smil, Samil. These are all the same names. Small. It comes from the same thing. And that actually mean in Hebrew, poison of God, venom. Also, according to that, Samuel is an archangel in the Talmudic and post Talmudic lore, a figure who is actually Satan, a seducer and a destroyer. Kevin Samuels, his storyline was convincing to some people. Some people thought he was hot. Oh my God, he's so intelligent. Anyway, like I said, honey, I don't think the story is real. I think the Kevin Samuels character is gone, but the person, he's still here. Mama might be Shazan Shantan over there in Buckhead, honey. Mama might be shit. What did they say he was doing? He was a salesman at Dooney and Burke. I don't know. They said that daddy was a salesman at one of these fashion places. Like, girl, no ma'am, no ma'am, honey, no shade, no shade, no shade, honey. All tea, no shade, girl. It's a fool. It's a fool, y'all. I need y'all to pay very close attention to what is being presented. Once again, going into that Gemini energy. Gemini deals with communication and business. Have the businesses not been hit hard in the past 2 years? Merchant energy. Have the businesses not been suffering? Has there not been loans dealing with businesses and not even bailouts? They're not calling it a bailout because the bailout is a whole nother type of energy. Has these businesses not needed to be saved? Are businesses having shortages of items? Think about it for a minute. How is the merchant energy being affected with the Gemini energy being present? Think about it for a minute. How? Going into the news, we had to watch some of the stuff that we needed to find out about other countries and things. We had to watch foreign news to get that information because the American journalists didn't want to put it out there. Gemini energy, communication, as I mentioned before, journalism is a part of that as well. Hello, going into fake news. Were they talking about fake news before 2020? I even think Donald Trump said something about fake news. I think he actually said something was fake news. Like, once again, we're dealing with a change in communication, a change in merchant, which is currency, right? Merchants use currencies, right, to do things during this time too. Another thing, and like I said, I'm just gonna leave that there because y'all want to know, y'all want to pick my brain. Let's talk about it just lightly, whitely, and politely, because that's what we do. Isn't it ironic that there was a coin shortage as well? And we know that coins is slang for money. Why is there no dollar bill shortage? Why is there no debit card technology shortage? Because which allegedly we having a coin shortage because nobody's able to work at the mint. Is that what they said? Mint or Federal Reserve. So, bitch, we got people working at home dealing with the electrical companies that deals with our debit cards and our chips and shit on our debit cards. Cause that's a network. We gotta go tap that card on that damn dash or that damn board. What the fuck is that thing is called? That little keypad thing. There's somebody that handles that. And let's say if that things go out, ain't nobody coming out to fix that? Bitch, somebody's lying some motherfucking where. Now they're going into the water. Still a part of the same Gemini energy. There's droughts. The water's drying up. The hell out of here. This planet is filled with water. This planet is filled with water. Is there natural changes that are occurring and y'all are choosing to ignore it because y'all capping? They said capping, they don't say catfish no more. Y'all capping sounds very ramish to me. Capping, right? Capping, right? Sounds very ramish to me, honey. It sounds just something's not right. And like I said, I pay attention to all that. I pay attention to all of the tea. And communication is definitely being hit right now. You actually have a talk show. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but we're gonna talk about it and I'm gonna be done. Because it's 12:44 and I got to go. But there was a show that came out when I think YouTube passed a law or passed some rules a couple of years ago where they said you could not basically talk about celebrities and shit, or you couldn't slander people, or they have a right to take down your channel. Shit, it was something like that. I can't think about it right now, but y'all can do your research on that. And one of the bloggers was going at it with um, the real right. They were going at it with I think it was Tamara, who Tamara. It was Tamara, and Tamara was talking about how it's not right. Like, people are able to get on these platforms and talk about us. Now we can be on these platforms. We can talk about it. So whatever, y'all. Look this shit up, y'all. And this happened right around the time the pandemic happened. It's so ironic that the energy comes 360 and the real gets canceled real quick. It's so ironic that on the same side of this energy coming to the surface, that once again, the people that were pushing, that made it look like they were behind the scenes of this movement, right? Of uh you're not able to like share CNN articles on your IG and shit. Y'all clean this up too. I have a friend that her shit got blocked so many times. Mama shared articles on her IG page. They took that shit down. She shared articles from CNN, all that shit on her Snap. They took that shit down. So it's just so weird that not weird, but things are coming to the light that during this energy coming to a head, that we're seeing it physically manifest. And like I said, I knew it already. People who know me, we talked about it before. Nothing what is that is unfolding is new or shocking. Allegedly, now this is the most solar activity we had. How ironic is it that CR19 is named after a gas? So come on in here. Oh, come on in here. It's named after a gas that is emitted. Oh, come on in here. Oh, oh. It's so ironic that corona, the outermost region of the sun's atmosphere, is consisting of plasma, hot ionized gas. It has a temperature of approximately 2 million kelvins and an extremely low density. The corona continually varies in size and shape as it's affected by the sun's magnetic field. Well, allegedly, during the past this year alone, we've had so many solar activities with our sun. It's not even funny. And we also talked about how solar deals with crown. It deals with the head. And we know that the sun is the crown of our solar system. If you don't know, now you know. We know that the sun is the king of the solar system. We know that the sun is ruled, or it rules the zodiacal energy that we know as Leo. Leo's number one. It is the leader of this universe, or excuse me, solar system. So, once again, now that allegedly Sarah 19 has passed away, allegedly, and people are still getting it, but it's not as bad. And now Delta and Omicron is fighting against each other, and Omicron is outweighing this and that. And Omicron, you're going to get it, but you're going to survive it. And do, 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 do. Now, ironic, you getting all these damn solar activities happening and shit. Y'all talking about gas that's being emitted and all this other good shit. And girl, we can't even type in Corona no more without y'all talking about Corona gas. I mean, coronavirus. Excuse me, not not Corona gas. And we know that plasma is an energy. We know that plasma is an energy, honey. If you don't know, now you know. Iggy Papa, another Gemini, honey. You know very well who you are. Hmm, hmm. But anyway, just some things I wanted to share with y'all today, this morning. There's some shit afoot here, and y'all need to be very careful about what you entertain and what you allow into your subconscious and conscious mind. You need to protect your energy. Protect your energy. Your energy is emitted from your head and your heart. Protect that energy. People think it's a game. People think it's a joke. People don't really give a fuck about it until it's too late. Now things hit you. Now you're like, what is going on? I need a reading. I need some insight on some stuff. No, you don't. You need to get your shit together. That's what you need to do. You need to protect that energy. Stop letting place and things come in and fuck you up. Get you off your square. Okay? Hello? Anyway. Come on in here, Joey. How you doing, Joey? Ow! Come on in here, Joey. Yes, honey. Had to turn off the natural gas in my house. I just now because the heat won't light and there's a gas leak. Left my ass off. Me holding my phone with the flashlight and wrench with Mystic to light. I heard that. I heard that, honey. Ow! Mystic, I thought that was a trip. Right. Hmm. Hmm. Huh. I'm just like, it's so weird that all these little, and I was talking about this to somebody too because they were like, do you think that every case of people gone missing deals with magic? I don't think everything. I think that there's just like the homeless, okay? This is just my opinion. I think people are homeless either because they choose to be or they're homeless because they are mentally ill. There's no way around that. There's no other situation with that. You know, no tea, no shade. There's just not. There's people that were kicked out of their house when they were 12 years old and managed to get a job, get a house, get a car, and take care of themselves. And they were not homeless like that. So it's like it goes into missing people. Like it's either these people want to be missing or there's some sneaky shit going on behind the scenes. Ritualistic. And we know that ritualistic means there are people that are in high and low place that are connected to the same place, and that's how I'm gonna keep it at. You may not think that people are there or people are those people, but trust when I tell you there are 6 degrees of separation, right? And what I mean by that is the person in your wildest dreams, there's 6 people right now that you know that can connect you to that person. 6 people right now that and we could say this too. Maybe you don't know all six of them, but you know one of those persons that know another person, know another person, know another person that connect you to that person. And that's just how life is. That's just what it's about. So it's like you're not gonna sit here and tell me that things are happening, people are going missing, things happen to people, and it's just a natural order. Like it was in God's will, it was in the universe will to say, let's let 250,000 people go missing each year with no trace. But y'all can immediately find people hiding in a remote island. You can mysteriously find people. It just doesn't sound right to me, girl. It just doesn't sound right to me. I'll just be thinking to myself like, wow. So, like I said, just a lot of things are happening. Things have always happened, but we're really paying attention now. We're really seeing things for what it really is. Like you cannot fool us no more. Like we're seeing exactly what's going on, and we're like, that's not sounding right. How ironic is it that you know going into the Lex situation that Mama says she does root work, and Mama sound like to me, and I'm be honest with you, I know somebody that knows somebody that's like that. Cause I don't deal with people like that, girl. You don't know about magic or any of that stuff right there, honey, and you're not trying to learn it neither. Then, honey, I need you to stay over there, okay? And what I mean by that is, if you're, and I probably said that wrong. Forgive me, y'all, because I'm really like I'm tired, honey. But people will learn how to do one ritual. They'll maybe get two or three readings. All of a sudden, they're experienced spiritualists. Now, all of a sudden, they're able to cast spells and do rituals on people. And that's what Mama was giving me in that ring alarm video. Mama was giving me that Mama knew a spiritualist who gave her advice on doing things. Mama kept coming to her saying, oh my God, it's not working, it's not working, it's not working, it's not working. And then the spiritualist was like, hey, you need to just leave your life alone, go on a run, do your own thing. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And like I said, there's people that this has happened to. Some of them survive, some of them don't survive. You hear people talk about people gone missing and oh yeah, they were taking a vacation or whatever, just stupid shit, y'all. Like there's always something sneaky with that, like or weird, like that doesn't make sense. How did that happen? And you got people that have the similar situation. And I would say that too. When people go missing and they left they purse, their car, their keys, all that good shit, first thing right there, that's ritualistic. That's either a planned, premeditated, I'm gonna leave and I ain't coming back through somebody advising them, or once again, somebody was like, bitch, they gotta go. And they said they trusted in them. So once again, there's two ways. They said, bitch, I wanna be gone, I don't wanna be seen, I wanna be done. So they voluntarily got up and left and started a whole nother life. Or somebody gave them, and that could be two ways to that too. Somebody came in and was like, I'm gonna help you get your stuff together, blah, blah, blah. The drug cartel are after you, the government's after you, whatever. Let's give you a whole nother TTT, and they get them together. And that's why you never see them again either. But like I said, some very shady shit. And that's why, like I said, y'all can't be girl. You're nobody want to be fucking with you. Now all of a sudden you start getting your back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot, they all up on me. Now people appear out of nowhere. Hey girl, what's up? Are you ready? Yeah. But bitch, you look fishy. And that happened to me back in the day, 2017, honey. Bitches coming out over, hey, what's up? We gotta hang out. We gotta be sisters. And I'm just like, bitch, I don't need no sisters. I got sisters, honey. Now all of a sudden, bitch, nowhere to be found. And I was like, there was something fish with those people. Girl, bye. It was a setup. It was a setup, girl. Right. When you don't want to be a part of it, they dead ass kill you. And like I said, if they don't physically do it, they tarnish and break up your fucking image. Let me make it seem like this bitch ain't doing it, and all of a sudden, da, da, da. Like, bitch, how is it that these reviews, and we can speak on me, how ironic is it that I've been doing spiritual work on YouTube since 2016, and these so-called reviews would only pop up after me and these other YouTubers start getting into a fight? Y'all gotta be smart. And of course, I know y'all, y'all that be on here that ain't tripping off that because bitch, y'all still get work done and all that stuff. So and you see what you need to see. But I'm speaking in general, like How ironic would that be that these reviews come up after we start fighting? Not before, not when I just started doing the work. It's literally after. And like I said, I publicly came out and said I was offering work in 2016. I was doing work for you people on YouTube behind the scenes since 20 motherfucking 13. Since 20 fucking 13. And one of the big persons that I did work for was like, you should start doing it to help people. You should start putting it out there. And I was like, oh, I'm not that girl because, bitch, I don't need to offer spiritual services for money, honey. Internet will not be my cup of tea like that, bitch. So I wanted to really get down with the get down, bitch. I would show up to a place in person and be like, I'm gonna do some work for free to show you what I can do. If you like, bitch, you hire me on as your full time, whatever. Like that's how I get down. Like there's no convincing, there's no selling, honey. You see it, you see, you don't. Bye bye. Like I don't need to beg you, I don't need to convince you of nothing, honey. So it's like, yeah, honey. So just some weird shit, honey. Catfishing equals smoke and mirrors, glamour spells. Well, we're not going into rituals and all that in that sense. We're speaking more so of energy. Catfishers being connected to that Piscean energy. And once again, Kevin Samuels was reported dead on May the 5th on a Wednesday, which was actually when the moon was in Pisces. So that catfishing Pisces energy. Also going into Gemini, that could be a little bit of catfishing too, because duality, you're going to put on this facade that you're this nice, loving, individual. But on the flip side, bitch, you down to fuck a bitch up. Even going into two different people, meaning one person but he has an alter ego. And going into Kevin Samuels, I feel like that's what that energy was. And I told people this months ago. That's why I never got into Kevin Samuels. Y'all never heard me come on here and talk about him. Y'all never I don't like I said. When I look at stuff and it doesn't seem right to me, I'm like, bitch, I'm not gonna really touch on that unless people ask. If they don't ask, honey, I'm keeping that where it's at. That's why you don't hear me talk about certain stuff. You don't even bring up certain shit because it's like, yeah, this is some foo shit, and I'm not even gonna entertain the idea that this could possibly be real because it's not. It's fake. It's fraudulent. It's phony. There you go, Jay. When it was all on my Facebook, people were posting it, laughing. Oh my god, I was like, this man is not dead, girl. This man is not dead, honey. This is fake. And then they're like, no, he really is. And I was like, and I told y'all this before, and I'm gonna say this again. I don't think Prince is dead. I don't think Prince is dead. If anybody ever come out and say that Prince, the person, not Prince the artist, they say the artist, the artist known as Prince or from London Prince, whatever. When you sit here and you think about it, right? And I'm talking about, I don't know how other people give readings. Like I said, I can feel energy. Sit there thinking about a Prince. Like that energy is still here. That energy has not left this dimension. That energy is still in this dimension. Thinking about, once again, Kevin Samuels. That energy is still in this dimension. But the character definitely could be gone. And like I said, this happens with a lot of people. You know, going into Whitney Houston, really deceased. Really deceased. That energy is definitely gone. And that's all I'm going to say on that. Come on here, Tina. Mystic, I don't want to get repetitive, but if I'm actually of Indigenous American ancestry, would I need to unlock those spirits within me if they are dormant within me as the Native American spirits? Well, actually, you should already be having a calling with it, though. Something that oh my God, this is synchronicity. We were talking about how there's certain cultures and certain countries that keep their culture regardless of what country they're in. Right? There's people that went to as refugee or whatever in cities or countries, and they've been in these countries for 100 years, 200 years, and regardless of them being in that country, they still kept their own culture. And so the same thing with us, even if we were, and I'm going to say this, even if we were, people of color were brought from another country, let's say Africa, directly, you were brought here, you're, forced to do what it is you're doing, your African spirits will still come out, meaning that you will still crave your homeland food because you are your ancestors. So which one of y'all are eating monkey brains? That's the real African cuisine. Like, where is these African cravings? Not wanting to wear dashikis and wear the African motherland earrings. Like, where is the real African hunger? Why y'all not out here living in a wild in a country, butt booty naked with your raps on, running and shit? I mean, let's talk about it. Where's this shit coming up at? So anyway, going back into that, Jay, you being Native American, you being connected to that, you don't have to awaken any dormant spirit within you. That's who you are. Meditate. What are you into that's natural? Are you into the water? Are you into the planets? Are you into or excuse me, let's stick with the earth. Are you into plants? Are you into outside of smoking weed? Are you into the water? Do you like walking barefoot? Do you like drums? And then listen to these things. Listen to the flutes and listen to the shamanic, binaural beats, and see what happens to you. See what energies awaken in you. You don't have to be, because they're not, those energies are not dead. You just kind of, going into layman's term, break any type of manipulation, any type of spirits that were placed upon you, or what they say now, mounted upon you, meaning to shut off what is naturally yours and it becomes something that you're not. And that's a lot of people got to do, period. Especially you are LGBT, you are lesbian, bi, trans, gay. A lot of y'all need to be doing cut and work and separation work anyway, because you're living lives that society wants you to live, and you trying to live a life that you want to live, and now you feeling stuck. So now all of a sudden you're bisexual. Now all of a sudden you're into man and woman, but a girl. Yeah, honey, it's time to get in, and like I said, to cut off the spirits that have been mounted on you and be who you are. Okay, period. Okay, come on in here. Yes, honey. Are you graduating? Congratulations, Jay. And he was sugar. He was making a lot of money. Apparently, it was the image. Daddy was trying to. They wanted him to do something else, and he didn't want to do it. And he said, And I'm just telling you what I'm feeling, honey. The real person, I don't know what that person, what they really got going on. Okay, we're gonna call him Cookie. Okay, Cookie. They were like, okay, baby, you see how the image we gave you, the brand, we gave you the brand, not the image, the brand. Kevin Samuels, the brand. You see what we brought you? Now we can bring you more. We can give you tours. You can write books. You could be number one selling author. You could be a sex guru. You can have books on relationships and sell these books nationwide and be on New York's bestseller list for 5 years. But we need you to do one thing for us. And he's like, yeah, I'm down, bro. Putting his hands up in the cool symbol in sign language. And it said, you have to A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And bro was like, I'll think about it. It said, bitch, we're giving you a deadline. You need to tell us, baby. You need to tell us before May motherfucking 16th. And he said, I but they were like, yeah, motherfuckers gonna bail. Motherfuckers gonna do some shit. Motherfuckers gonna act like here. And we can't let this motherfucker get away. So now all of a sudden, Daddy mysteriously was like, nah, I can't do what I gotta do. Well, bye. Kevin is gone. Click. And that's when people be like, selling your soul. I tell y'all there's a flip side to that. Selling your soul is honestly you doing something that you didn't want to do. So let's say if you come across, say, bitch, I'm a Christian woman. I don't believe in fucking on the first date. And then a man comes in and he's like, listen, I'll pay your rent for the next 2 years if you let me fuck. You sold your soul because bitch, you down to give it up so your rent can be paid for 2 fucking years. That's selling your fucking soul. But they got you thinking that selling your soul is you literally giving your soul over to the devil when it's like I said, your soul is borrowed. You have no fucking control over your soul, bitch. Because that's case, bitch. You could say, "I'm done." You can say, "Bitch, I don't want to live on this planet no more, honey. I don't want to incarnate no more, bitch. I'm done with this." Girl, you don't have control over your soul, so if it's not yours to sell, it's like you borrowing money from somebody, bitch, and you trying to break the contract of the person you borrowed money from, and then you trying to resell the money that you got loaned, or you trying to sell a house that you're renting. Like, bitch, how the fuck you trying to rent a house that bitch out or sell a house that you renting, bitch, and you're not the fucking owner of the fucking house? Any motherfucking bitch, it's a rented house. Just just like your damn soul. So going into that, oh, Barbara Streisand died at 72. Yeah, the image of Barbara died out, but Barbara, the person, baby, is gonna be over there on the coast somewhere, probably, living it up in Cancun or Cuba or something, honey. Hello, you girl, she might be over there in a place where y'all won't even know, bitch. Maybe she's gonna turn Amish, and they got you out there thinking that the person is really gone, and then all of a sudden she got a closed casket and shit. And it's just like, girl, this is some fake shit right here. Barbara Streisand passed away, but nobody seen her funeral or none of that. And at the funeral, y'all had a closed casket. Oh, girl, bye. I don't believe it. It's fake shit, honey. This was the day ago he died. Oh no, he died a couple of days ago allegedly. Yes, he died a couple of days ago, honey. Crazy how he was so called taken consider that things that he represented. Uh oh. Okay, so KS was born March 13th, 1999. He was in his 50s, still young. And then they're gonna allegedly say that he died of a heart attack. Daddy didn't look sick like that. I mean, according to one of my sisters, he looked like he had the sauce. But I'm like, sis, like, Daddy wasn't in a wheelchair. I mean, girl, uh, uh. It all just crazy. It is. Does it make sense? And all the folks knew he was sus, right? And and the woman were still calling in here, and I'm just like, do people really think that black women are stupid? Like, it's either two things. I'm gonna play the devil advocate here. Do people really think that black women are stupid, or are black women actually stupid? Because it's like there's no way that you could look at that man and get a straight man's perspective and pick up that phone and say, "Hey," or get on the camera, "Hey, Kevin, what do you think about me? Am I beautiful enough?" And Daddy's sitting there saying, "Yeah, you hot, baby. I'll bone you." And he's telling you this honestly. Daddy gonna get up on that phone, girl, Miss Thing, and be like, "Honey, yeah, actually, girl, every girl get up on it, he gonna be cutting in." Cause Daddy's like, that's what I said. What I look like asking another girl. First off, you're not into women. I don't need your input on what I look like and what's going on over here, because you're not into women. So your point of view is stupid. Either you want to be me or you want to fuck me. Okay, one or the other. So like I said, bitch, you're not into women, and whatever you think I look like, it's invalid because you're not into women, honey. You're not into that. So the same thing with that, honey. Daddy's opinion is not valid. Get up on there and ask a real heterosexual man who got proof. Did Kevin even have kids? And see, that's another thing too that be looking very suspect to me too. Let me see if Kevin had kids. It's, ooh, girl. He allegedly had a daughter. A young black woman claimed to be Kevin Samuels' daughter in 2021. Oh, girl. Who is this alleged woman at? This is fake. He is not currently married. However, according to his son, Samuels has been married twice in the past, but has since divorced in both relationships. DL, the woman found out that he was into men. The outlet also reported that Samuels have joint custody of a daughter he had with one of his ex-wives. Hmm. There's gay men that have children though. I know two of them, honey. Hell, my gay mother was a drag queen, honey, with children, honey. Until mama got the virus, girl, and got her right together, girl. Mama used to go to these clubs and fuck raw in the bathroom and all that. And that's another thing out there too, to my people out there. Stop taking these people home from the club or fucking in the clubs, y'all. Y'all gonna end up getting something. I know too many people that have passed away in the 90s. Not that I know, but people told me stories. People used to go to these clubs and get fucked in these bathrooms raw and contract the virus, girl, and end up going. Okay? So I need y'all to get that shit together, honey. Going into getting herpes and shit, girl, and date rape and stuff, honey. Use the club for a meeting place and go home by yourself. Going to damn club being desperate and thirsty, hoping to bring someone home with you. The fuck out of here, bitch. You that damn bad, bitch. Go to the club, bitch. Go to the store. You that big and bad. Go to the fucking library. Then you want to wonder why you go to the club, you take this man or woman home, and then you're like, he was some weirdo. Well, look where you met him at. That's the devil's playground. It's a fucking club. Liquor, drugs, darkness, and music. Bitch, you're doing some conjuring work when you go to a club. That's why I don't do clubs. I don't do clubs, honey. You're doing some conjure work on some demonic ass forces. Ooh, girl. It was a facade. You said it. He and look at the type of men who are said that he's gone. And they blaming black female YouTubers for his death. I heard that. I heard that, girl. Mm-mm-mm. I guess you gotta blame somebody, huh? Why not blame his mama? Why not blame his mama? Don't blame these black YouTubers. Blame his mama. How about that? Blame his mama. Mm, God damn. That's a goddamn lie. It just rained here in New York City for 3 days straight. It's more like the sun is heating up and the government is lying about it. Oh, oh yeah. I definitely listen. I definitely listen. I'm with you. I'm with you, Joey. I'm with you. Two things are going on. Either the sun is drifting away and we're staying behind, or the sun is getting ready to motherfucking explode, bitch, and we all gotta go. Ha! No shade. We all gotta go, baby girl. Ain't no use to crying and saying, but I have a life to live. So did the cavemen. And look what happened to them. Hello? So did the fallen angels, aka the dinosaurs, and look what happened to them allegedly. I don't believe in that shit, but whatever. I don't give my energy to this situation or the depth in her. Oh, that's another situation too, Jay, where I was like, girl, this shit is so fake. That roommate got up on that stage and was like, she called me her animal spirit. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, what in meth and spirit is going on here? And that's another thing too. Is all you spiritual folks crackheads and spiritual people? Are all you spiritual folks out there doing drugs and spirit consultations? I just want to know. Cause girl, daddy said that she called him her spirit animal. And I'm just like, it just seems like it was a girl. Meth, crack, X, something going on. And I'm just like, if it's not the pills, it's the weed. If it's not the weed, it's the alcohol. If it's not the alcohol, it's meth. And I'm just like, is that what you got to do to become a virtual spiritualist, a powerful spiritualist? I know the answer to that. I'm just saying. I heard that. Give that dog a bath. The old becomes the new. I know that's right. Come on in here, Joey. Oh, good morning, Larry. Yes, honey. China is still in quarantine. Mm. Speaking of that, we're doing well, Larry. How are you? Speaking of China being in quarantine, they said that China was the richest country in the world right now. And I said, you're damn right they are, because bitch, everything in America is bought from fucking China. You're damn right it is. China owns the housing market, bitch. You rent a house, you're more than likely renting from a Chinese owned place. And that's another thing too, right here, girl. My friend's landlord tried to lie and say that she's taken over. No, no, no. She's managing the property because her brother who owns the property is in Arizona. And I asked her, have you ever met this brother so called or been on the phone? No, but I send the payment to Arizona. Mama, daddy is over there in China and he funneled the money to her. And that's why she's managing the house and they send the money back to him. Bitch, don't play these games, girl. Y'all need to stop playing these games with these girls. So anyway, that's why China is in the run. And I'm sick of the asses on Amazon too, selling that bullshit. Talk about they in the USA where you pay for the shipping, girl. They did sell it to LA warehouse and then try to ship it to you. Like there's no goddamn way that a package is gonna come from Los Angeles to me and it's gonna take a whole fucking week, bitch. I'm right here. Less than a 2 hour fucking drive, bitch, from motherfucking Commerce, California, bitch. Get the fuck up out of here, girl. And y'all gonna make seem like it took 2 weeks to come to me? Oh, girl, bye. Mm-mm. That's why China's the richest country, bitch, because they owns America. I said what I said. China owns America, bitch. Y'all better wake up. I know it's right there. Come on in here. Come on in here, honey. Ooh, this thing got my nose clogged up now. Mm. Mia, it's feeling like there's a force fighting against me. Friday I said was trying for me. Oh, listen. What are you feeling, Larry? And what? Let me tell you a good example. Let me tell you a good example, Larry. I thought this too the other day, Larry. I kind of talked about this lightly and polite, but we're gonna say this again. So my bank lets you have one debit card, but what ended up happening was I got two debit cards because they were switching over, so they sent me two debit cards. Either way, they were trying to tell me that if I don't activate the other card, then they're gonna basically get rid of that card. So I said, fuck that bitch. Let me activate that card. Let me lock it. So I did. So either way, I put that card up. Now I don't know where I put it at, but I put it up, so I'm not even gonna stress out about it. But mysteriously on Friday, I go to the store and I'm like, okay, I gotta get this. Or excuse me, it wasn't Friday. It was Wednesday. I was like, I gotta go get this, this, and that, and it could have even been Thursday, but anyway, Wednesday. So I decided to go to the store. It was Wednesday. I decided to go to the store to get some things, and to make a long story short, it's like my debit card just vanished. And I was like, oh my God, what the fuck's going on here, girl? What is going on in here? So I'm like, bitch, I'm not worried about it because my bank allowed me to have access without my debit card. You go on your phone, it gives you a PIN, you get to the ATM, you enter the PIN, and you can access your ATM without the card. To make a long story short, I'm sitting there thinking that something's going on with somebody I'm dealing with. Like, oh, girl, they got some money issues, honey. They're not talking about it. But Spirit was like, baby girl, you got goals. If you keep playing with that, you're not going to reach those goals. So let me do whatever I need to do with this card to make you focus, to rethink about what it is that you're doing. Well, okay, you leave my baby alone. And so anyway, so I saw this bad, Larry, but I also was like, after sitting there thinking about it, like, no, I was doing too much. Okay, not doing too much, but was doing too much. So either way, sometimes things are happening for a greater purpose and we're seeing it as something that's working against us. Be very mindful of your prayers, be very mindful of what you ask. Leave her alone. Leave my mama alone. Leave her alone. He's crazy, huh? Billy, he's crazy. He's crazy, huh? He's crazy. She's a little crazy motherfucker, ain't he? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, anyway, you don't crave monkey brains. Okay, you more than likely ain't from Africa then. Mm, I'm telling you, listen to some shaman music, listen to some drums music, listen to the shamanic uh uh what do you call that? Instrumental in there. Yeah, 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 yeah. And where does it take you? Some that I used to do a long, long time ago, Jay. And when I'm saying long time ago, I mean uh about 12, 13 years ago. I used to listen to they had this thing called Sound Spa from Walmart. It was an alarm clock that had buttons on the top. You could press the buttons and it plays certain sounds for you. And then I would listen to the radio on low, whatever it was. It'll be on very low. Sometimes it'll even be um, drums. It'll be a song I love. I don't know. I used to listen to songs and I would have ideas about something that was totally different from the song. Okay, I'll just keep that there. But either way, I would do this and I would have my experiences to where I was like, bitch, am I going crazy? And I had to get confirmation. I was not going crazy, but I was having spiritual recollections. Like I was revisiting things I've already experienced in my lifetimes. So going into that, there's something you can try right before bed. Because that's when the subconscious mind is more potent and powerful. Listen to some drum music, type in Native American, drum or whatever tribe you feel like you're a part of. Definitely type that in, see what pops up, and sleep to it. And when you wake up, what experience did you have? It will blow your mind. Blackmail is how they get them. I heard that. I heard that. Sometimes it works, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they have information on them, Tina. Sometimes they don't. You can't blackmail a bitch like me because you don't got shit on me. You know what I mean? Like that type of shit right there, Tina. He didn't look like he was sick, right? He looked overall healthy, right? Very quick, even if he was in his 50s. That was a very intelligent, sane man. Mister, did you see Kim K wore Marilyn Monroe dress and they had that essay to give her a lot of Marilyn's hair? I know they lied. I'm telling you right now, rituals, rituals, honey. Now, in my opinion, Marilyn Monroe was not a cisgender woman. Now, y'all can fight with me all day long. I don't give a fuck about that. I got pictures of Marilyn Monroe right here in my room. Okay, in my living room, girl. My sister's paintings of Marilyn Monroe, honey, and Mama's giving me very much transgender, girl. If they said the first and James Bond in the 70s, the leading lady was a transgender post-operative, bitch, you're not gonna sit here and convince me that Marilyn Monroe possibly wasn't. Matter of fact, I think Marilyn Monroe's friend, let me see what her name is. Mama's giving me very much uh Caitlyn Jenner, honey. Let me tell y'all right now. And then you're going into Marilyn Monroe and Marilyn Manson. What type of shit y'all got going on in here? And then y'all got Marilyn Manson with one titty and no titty. Like y'all really throwing shade and y'all think that we not paying attention. Marilyn Manson and Marilyn Monroe? Bitch, try me again. Like I say, y'all, woo, y'all better wake up, honey. Let me tell y'all Marilyn Monroe's best friend. Oh, they don't got her. They did an interview with her, and mom was sitting up on that screen, being very when they were doing her thing with her glasses on, sounding very husky in the voice. She was like, I was just saying that Marilyn was actually there, and she was like that girl up there, she was grabbing her. And I was like, girl, Mama sounded husky and looking kind of large. Miss Thing, I don't know. I'm not convinced. Marilyn had no children either. I'm not convinced about that girl. Y'all can fool these girls if you want to. You can't fool me, bitch. What's going on here? Jamie Lee Curtis, Maya Angelou, what's going on here? Mm-mm. With all due respect, he did an interview and claimed he's straight. He was raised by his mom and aunties. He's an only child. Oh, no, everything's alleged, Larry, until I see. China owns about $2 trillion of U.S. debt, and so does Russia. Hello? Hmm. See, now we're dealing with Gemini energy too. Y'all out here thinking that USSR is that what it was called back in the day? USSR. Girl, that this is some shit going on. Girl, there's some subliminal tea going on, girl. I ain't getting up in that. I ain't getting up in that, girl. You're welcome. Larry, send me an email, Larry. I need to know this story, Larry. Send me that email, Larry. Okay. Oh my God, Marilyn lived in Compton. Yeah. Compton before the blacks took over, huh? Did she live in Compton or Maywood? You know Maywood. Shout out to my folks out there, in Maywood, honey. Listen. I don't be messing around with LA people like that, honey. You know what I mean? I don't be messing around with y'all like that. You know what I mean? Y'all be trying to get girls together out there, girl. They don't play neither. Y'all, girl, gee, gee, gee. Mm, huh. They don't be thinking that we be knowing. We be knowing. We be knowing, honey. Uh-huh. We be knowing, girl. Oh, 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 oh. Oh my God. I didn't mean to say Maywood. Not Maywood, honey. Ugh. There's some teas over there, honey. Ugh. All those woods down there. Hmm. Kim, out of her own mouth, said that she was going to do some voodoo with her hair. So in your face. Oh, see, see. Kim Kardashian. See, all the girls tried to, and see, that's why y'all be thinking these girls are transgendered and shit because they been modeling that energy off of Marilyn Monroe. And we're not gonna say because it kind of gives me that RuPaul tea, and I'm not gonna go too much into that, but all of these sex kittens and all this little good shit and I got Roman in me and I'm a woman, but Roman's here and all this good shit. Like all this sexiness is very transgender-ish. Because like I said before, heels, makeup, wigs, these are all invented by men for men. And I'm not being funny. I'm being real. You can do your research on that. So it's like everybody is wiggable, we leavable, lashable, makeupable, girls out here contouring and highlighting for the gods. And I'm just like, girl, I don't see a difference. Mama, you still got a flat ass face. You still got no definition on the nose. Your face still built like fucking Sasquatch. I mean, girl, I'm not seeing it, honey. All that highlight and heavy ass powder, bitch, all I'm just seeing is just a whole bunch of Crayola on Mayola. I'm not seeing the girl go from this to, I mean, some girls be, looking totally different. They be looking like Buzz Lightyear and they make themselves look like Lulu. You know what I mean? Like I see that. But some of these people I just be like, yeah, I'm not seeing it, honey. I'm still seeing your flaky ass skin. I'm still seeing that hard ass face. Like I'm not convinced, sis. But they're doing all this highlighting and contouring. This lady set up on this damn screen. She's a makeup person. She's not that big though. But mama set up on that screen and she was like, to be honest with you guys, I'm against homosexuality. I was raised a Christian woman and I just think it's against God and it's an abomination and no man should play. And mama just had her face highlighted contoured for the God's girl. Mama had enough highlight to cover RuPaul, Latrice Royale, Darian Barry. Michelle Visage, girl, she had girl, all the cadets of RuPaul Drag Race could use all her highlight and couture for the next motherfucking 20 years. Mama was, and I was just looking like, damn. And then Mama was also bald headed. So I'm just thinking like, so the Bible speaks about homosexuality and it being condemnable, but the Bible also talk about your hair being its crown and glory. Can you grow your own hair, sis? Because that's very demonic if you can't grow your own hair. Because according to scriptures, the scriptures say that your hair is your crown and glory. So, bitch, you over here bald headed as a motherfucker. She had no edges on that motherfucking head. Sitting here talking about she's against homosexuality, where mama had all that highlight on her motherfucking nose. Girl, the nose was all white as get up, trying to make something like she had a pinched small nose. And I'm just sitting there like, this bitch look a fool. She looked like a fucking clown. And I wanted to comment so bad, but I said, no, honey, no, no, keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. Because, girl, if you were really against homosexuals, you wouldn't have been worried about highlight couture anyway. You learned that shit from drag queen, sis. None of you girls talk about highlighted couture, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, girl. Y'all start getting into that when y'all start seeing these boys getting up on these cameras with this makeup on. You're like, damn, he look good. I want to look like that. What I gotta do? Okay, I gotta highlight. Okay, so I'm gonna take the highlight, put right here, put right. That's where you got that shit from, sis. And it's okay. It's okay. So, like I said, I think the Kim Kardashians and the Chloes and the Kylies and these people are very transgenderous, and that's maybe why also allegedly. Anyway, I won't get into that. They wonder why Tyga's into the girls. I mean, look at the two options that he had. He had China, you know, Mom was build a bitch too, and he had Kylie. She was a little build or something too, who just so happened as a daughter of a builder or something, honey. So I'm just saying, that's not a coincidence that these women are modeling themselves after Marilyn Monroe energy when the energy is very transgender. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. Hello, the owner of Victoria's Secrets is a crossdresser. Allegedly, Queen Victoria was a crossdresser too. And they also said Victoria's Secret is about. Oh, well, this is what Dick Gregory said. I just think there's a lot of secrets. I was sitting there looking at James Brown too, and I'm just like, with all due respect, y'all, and I'm just sitting there. I was looking at James Brown. There was another person too, y'all. They had no aftershock. Like they had a little bit of facial hair here and there, but I'm like, where is that full blown beard of hair and the hair on the neck and shit? Like they sitting here, and I don't think they had waterproof makeup back then. But I'm just sitting there looking like these people are so petite and their voice is a little raspy, but they give you, when a woman drinks. Like I had a cousin named Angie. Mama drank beer. She smoked cigarettes. Her voice was like, hoo, hoo, hoo. And if Mama was to like do something the wrong way, Mama could give you man too. Mama could give you a real good man, like not a trans man either, because Mama's voice is very, very there. So it's like, yeah, I'm just not convinced that every person that we've seen that is an entertainer is actually what they are presenting themselves as. And that's why the secrets are being blown. And it's why people are looking at things differently. And everybody wants to say, oh my God, I'm so shocked that Tyga's into the girls. Well, bitch, little do you know that Tyga might be one of the girls. Hello? Everything's alleged to me nowadays, bitch. I don't put that past nobody. I remember I had a client some years ago. Daddy was a boxer. I won't go into no names and all that. And some of y'all might know who this motherfucker is. But Daddy was a boxer, and Daddy was, really, really fond of me. Where I was like, oh, honey, wow, okay, yeah, I'm down to be a secret daddy, pay all my bills, and I kid y'all not. One day, Daddy was all like, listen, I want you to dress me up, and I was told I look like my sister, and I want to see if it's true. So I gagged, and I'm like, okay. So you give me the money, I go shopping. He's like, no, we're gonna go together. So of course he went out in his little disguise and stuff. We went shopping for makeup. Girl, we got some Mac and shit. I was shocked that Daddy wanted to go full throttle because I was like, ooh, this is a one time thing, Daddy. Why are you trying to buy some Mac? At the time, Mac was like $27 for the the each thing. I think the most thing was the concealer for 32.50. Girl, now it's like 37.50. But anyway, honey, we got back. I put on that makeup. Daddy, we got pantyhose for him, girl. He wanted to dress to the gauze. This man was popping a bulk, girl. When I say he was popping he was poking a tent, pitching a tent. The girl, the more I was putting that makeup on, he was just getting excited, or he was just like, I'm down to play. And I said, yeah. Listen, babe, I'm not that girl, but I am that girl. I'm not into transgenders. I don't play with cross dressers. I don't play with, men that want to put on lipstick and makeup and heels and all that, girl. Back in the day, y'all, that's that Prince effect. People want to talk about the effect of Erica Badu and shit. What about the Prince effect? That's where you get these non-binary people at. That's that Prince effect. I'm gonna dress like a woman, the Barbie Kardashians and shit. I'm gonna dress like a woman to get the woman so I can get them together. Okay, hello. So I said, yeah, honey, I'm sorry, but I'm not into that. And daddy felt some type of way because we talked again like once or twice after that. And I didn't hear from daddy never again. And I'm not that girl to be bitter because bitch, you paid me for my time. So you don't call me no more. We don't hang out, baby. Okay, bye-bye. I ain't gonna miss that. You don't gotta worry about that. But I was just gagging. I was like, this man is so macho. He's so manly. And he wanna sit up here in my motherfucking house with some heels on, some leggings, a mini skirt on, a girdle, a wig, and a full fucking face of MAC, Maybelline, and fucking L'Oreal. Are you fucking kidding me? Bitch, I was shocked. But anyway, you will never know. You will ever know. Okay? If he's Lola with money, who's Lola with money? I'm trying to connect the dots. Ow. I'm trying to connect the dots. Can I connect the dots? There's a lot of secrets around the world. And if you actually sit back and look at people, y'all, you will be disturbed. Like when you talk about people anxiety, that's what had my anxiety on 10 back in the day. Looking at people and saying this person could be a killer, this person could be a rapist, this person could be a pedophile. Like looking at people, ooh, girl, that would give me anxiety. Like, ooh, this person look like they're up to no good. Like just creepy. Like you will never ever know. Ever. Going back to a story that I saw a couple of years ago about a 9-year-old boy that was kept in a house in a busy neighborhood, y'all, to a suburban neighborhood. He was kept in that house for years. And the neighbors was like, they look normal to us. And I was just like, that's fucking creepy. That they had this kid locked away in their house and the neighbors not once ever knew that the kid was in there. Like, that's fucking creepy. That's how I'm like, I don't put it past nobody, girl. Bitch, keep your distance. Bitch, before the pandemic and after the pandemic, bitch, keep your motherfucking distance, bitch. I don't trust you. And I see you looking at my animals a certain way, bitch. You just might get got because I'm sitting there thinking my dog is missing and you over there cooking my dogs, bitch. Bitch, I'm watching you. Kids go missing and disappeared. No neighbor saw the kid running down the street. No, like, girl. No neighbor, nobody. Oh, I thought I saw the little kid go down there, but I'm not too sure. Honey, because they ran right into that motherfucker's house. Hey, I can help you. They'll just be lurking and shit. I can help you. Come over here. Come and see what I got for you. Look, Anubis got creepy. Look, he creeped out by me talking like that. It's okay, baby. I was reenacting something. I was reenacting something for the children. Ooh. Mm, mm. I heard that. You think Mason about that life, or is he acting? He's acting. But you never know coming from a transgender wannabe mama. You never know. I'm sorry. Mason is the son of Courtney. Okay, I take that back. But Kim used to babysit him. And I'm not gonna say, but I'm gonna say, allegedly on the episode of Kardashians, girl, Mama was cleaning up that child room, and Mama was talking about how she was so horny, and I'm just like, y'all need to. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna be done. I believe that Rob Kardashian was molested. I believe that Rob Kardashian, he has not talked about it. He's not going to come out public and talk about it. But I feel like he was violated. And I feel like those sisters or the mother knows exactly. And I even feel like Caitlyn know. And Daddy is keeping his motherfucking distance. So I will not be surprised if Mason was turned out. There's a lot of suspicious things. The need to want to put makeup on your children and show the world. We don't want to see no fucking 3-year-old girl with no makeup on. And I just be so disturbed when I be going inside a Target and shit too, and I be seeing these hot tail, what they call a hot pants for a 5-year-old girl. And I'm just like, what? Who's dressing a 5-year-old girl in a halter top and some hot pants? Like, bitch, you need your ass whooped. And then let a girl, she's just a little girl. But you gonna be saying that when she pop up 11 years old being pregnant, huh? She was just a little girl, right? Right? Or you got a fucking 40-year-old man trying to holler at her and you gotta go to jail for that. Well, you ain't gonna go to jail 'cause some of y'all scared as fuck. Y'all claim y'all love your kids and you're not about that life. Bitch, I'll be damned. And that's one time I will go to motherfucking jail. Trust when I tell you that. That's one motherfucking time I will go to motherfucking jail and serve life. Gladly serve life, bitch. Find out that a grown man or woman is lusting after my motherfucking kids, bitch, for life. But a lot of y'all don't about that life. Y'all be knowing about it and y'all don't give a fuck because y'all don't know about that fucking life. Y'all be fake as fuck, act like y'all real fucking parents when y'all fucking not. Y'all not fucking parents, bitch. You're whack. I said what I said. So, like I said, it's just some weird shit that go on. Y'all gotta be careful, honey. Sounds like Oscar De La Hoya. I don't know who that is. Who is that? Let me see. Let me see who Oscar De. Y'all be trying to y'all be trying to clock people. Larry, why y'all be trying to clock these people, Larry? Well, it says that. Oh, they said he's a boxer promoter. Oh, they said he was a boxer from 1992 to 2008. I heard that. That's amazing. He will make a horrible ass crossdresser. But who knows? I've seen some women that look like him. Okay, never mind. They're showing some other people. Okay, so they showing him and they're showing the people that he managed. I'm confused. I don't know. When you go on the images, they show multiple people, honey. They all kind of look alike. I don't know what's worse, knowing or not knowing. Right. That's what I say too. That's what I say too, honey. I remember being little and going to someone's house after school. The house was dark and the twins were chained to the bed. They kept two kids chained. Ooh, that's creepy. I'm DD. Yeah, see, I'm glad I never experienced anything weird like that as a kid, or if there was one situation that happened and the guy ended up getting his ass whooped. He was like 16 years old. His name was Billy. Billy was like a punk rocker, gothic guy. He claimed that he was anyway. Girl, Billy would play with these little kids all the time, and people were like, "Why is Billy not playing with his own age?" I was curious to know too. I remember that allegedly, well, things were going on between him and this other person, and they kind of brought it up. So I was like, "Bitch, I'm gonna investigate and find out for myself." Honey, Billy tried to do his little move to see if I would take it. Bitch, I said, I'm telling my brother, bitch. When to go tell my brother came, girl, they whooped his motherfucking ass. He ended up going to jail too. Because something ended up happening. But either way, honey, uh yeah, I'm glad I'm not a victim of none of that. And my mom wasn't playing that neither, honey. You see some bitch you tell. My mom made it a habit. When we go somewhere, like I said, we could only stay at family members' house, and that was some family member houses. And if we were able to stay at a friend's house, my mom had to really, really trust these people. But more than likely, or more, 9 times out of 10, she was saying they got to come over here because my mom could see what's going on. But the whole thing about people saying their daughters and sons were touched, I'm just like, bitch, where the fuck were you at? Because bitch, my kids ain't leaving my sight, girl. My dogs, girl, these are my dogs, girl. They don't leave my sight. Bitch, no, you can't babysit my babies. No, no, they're coming with me, honey. You could put your dogs in puppy daycare and they could just throw my dogs around and kick them around and shit. And I have to come back and I have to break somebody's face. Bitch, please. Bitch, please. Where I go, they go. Just like that. And you got a problem with bitch, I ain't gotta go. How about that? I ain't gotta go, bitch. You gotta, yeah, they can come, but you gotta keep them outside, bitch. Bye. I ain't going in, bitch. Enjoy yourself by yourself, bitch. Bye. Rob is broken. Yes, it wasn't Oscar. Mm-mm. It definitely was not Oscar, honey. I gotta stop. I gotta stop coming out to us because y'all trying to pick these people's tea like that. I don't kiss and tell y'all. I'm not that girl. I don't expose people tea. That I don't even think about that. You know what I mean? Like I was just sitting here thinking about that. Like one of my friends. Let me see. Let me see if she. Okay, she listening right. Hello. Okay, listen. I gotta put her on mute, girl. She called y'all. She's on the phone. Listen while I talk to y'all, cause girl, I'm about to get up her. Listen, one of my friends. Okay, now I'm telling y'all. For me, I'm about business. Y'all know this. Y'all know this about me. I'm about business, honey. If it ain't talking about dollars or something about building, bitch, it ain't making sense, and I gotta go. We can't be friends. We can't be none of that. If it's just sitting around here playing games and I'm bored, I'm lonely, I need to connect with you. No, thank you. I'm about business. So even when I meet these people, and whether they're of popular or they're not of popular, honey, money talks. Like you can't give me nothing because first of all, you're not into women like me publicly. So I'm never gonna get that validation from you. So bitch, let's make it to where bitch you pay me. Bitch, we can yeah, you can have your cake and have fun and but bitch, I need my coin. I got expense I need to pay for, honey. Okay, hello. Anyway, so of course, real estate, doctor, whatever. A lot of people have hit on me. Do they know up front that I'm TS? No. When they do find out, 9 times out of 10 of them, they still want to go around. Like one or two will fade away and then ever say, oh, fuck you. Well, back in the day, yeah, I'm sorry, that's not my tea or whatever. But the 1%, they'll act like they don't care. Then, of course, they'll fade away. Okay, I'm okay with that. But the other 90%, like I said, doctors, lawyers, teachers, judges, police officers, security people, highway patrol, border patrol, rappers, singers, dancers, it does not matter because, bitch, I'm getting to know them, whatever their profession is, that's their profession. But there's times where people that I've talked to, they were well known real estate. Let's not even go big. Let's just say they were well known real estate people. People knew them in Silicon Valley. They had real estate in LA. They had real estate in the Bay Area. And I connected with these people and it was cool. And they did me dirty. And I could have easily was like, wow, this fucker had all this money. He was a little cheap. He would throw me 250 there, 500 there, whatever, and it wasn't worth it. So I cut ties. But my friend recently did something, and I said, girl, you're going to end up somewhere pretty. Mama connected with a big time realtor. The realtor met her as a business person. He had no idea about her trans status. That's usually how it goes. Like I said, going to some of the people I met, it was nothing about transgender, it's nothing about prostitution, none of that. It was a business type of situation. And then, they didn't my gender was never discussed. It was not needed to be discussed. And then somehow, some way it came up, and then they're like, well, I'm into that, and or I've always been curious, and whatever. So that's what happened. He was curious. He wanted to get down with the get down, and Mama's like, "No, you cheap fuck." Like, honey, I normally do this when it's a contract, but I was willing to help you out that one time, and bitch, you make all this money. And she didn't know that he was a well-known realtor until literally after he gave her his IG and she saw what he does and all this good shit. But daddy was so cheap, right? And I remember telling her, If he does not give you what you're worth, cut it off. Don't keep it connected, girl, because you're gonna be tempted to expose. You're gonna be tempted to do that shit, and then now you gotta watch your back because you don't know who he know. He might know the guy who want to shoot a picture of you. He might know the guy who fixed your car. He might know the guy who you call to do whatever. Like you don't know. It's a very small world, so you don't want to fuck up your bridges, girl. You want to make sure you're well protected and you can go place without people fucking with you, honey. She kept his contact, and I didn't know this until recently. She kept his contact, and then literally I guess he blew her up and she's like, no, thank you. And then she's like, girl, I'm about to expose this motherfucker because he had the audacity to not only hit me up and want to meet up with me. And I told him what I wanted. And he's like, yeah, I can't do that. But it's because he was married, it's because he had children. And his wife watches his funds. So that's why he was being cheap with her. He was basically spending his allowance on her. So mama going to a Facebook thing, exposed him in that area. All these people are tagging him like, yo, 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 is this true? Is this true? Is this true? Now, she didn't expose him where because she's not an out trans person, so she wasn't exposing him to the fact to where this was a man that was hitting on me and I'm a transgender, but she was exposing him to the fact to where he was being cheap, and allegedly he's worth millions of dollars. So just in that small piece, and this is not even the fact is that she exposed him for being into trans people. People were already sending this bitch death threats. People are already telling this bitch, if I ever see you, bitch, I'm gonna fuck you up, and that's on this and that. Like people she never saw before, she was asking me questions. Girl, what does this mean? And what does that mean? And da 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 da. Even to where he ended up blocking her, and he ended up doing something too. I can't remember exactly. But I just said, girl, this is fucked up because people are not gonna forget. And even if you didn't expose the trans thing, let's say if they were to find out that you are trans and that you exposed the fact that you were dealing with this man is married with a kid, bruh. So you just fucked up that household just because you were stupid with how you moved. Because that's not your business if he's married or have kids. Like your business with him is your business with him. So you are willing to fuck up that shit for what? Just to have an upper hand? And now for two, when they find out that you're trans, then that's going to be a whole nother story because maybe the world doesn't know, but maybe he's going to tell somebody, hey, there's a transgender that I know that blah, 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 blah. Here you go, connect with it. And bam, they're going to get her right together. She's going to least expect it because she's going to forget about it. And they never forget. You know these stories, bitch. You know the stories about these girls being found dead, being thrown over balconies and stuff, or girls just you don't hear from them no more. They come out, they tell their story, now you don't hear them, or hell, they may retract their story. So I just said all that to say, honey, yeah, I will never ever expose somebody. When we met, there was a business discussion for sure, because I don't do that shit unless there's a deal. Because, bitch, yeah, you're never going to come out and tell the world that you're into me. I'm okay with that. But, bitch, you're going to pay me, bitch. Okay? Because that's what I'm into. I'm into being spoiled. You're going to spoil the fuck out of me, honey. And when the spoiling stop, you don't got to worry about being exposed, honey. We're going to be done, though. Because we're not about to sit here and play for free and all this good shit. And I decide that, okay, now I'm feeling bothered. Now I'm feeling like I'm being taken advantage of. Now I'm tempted to fucking do some shady shit on you. Oh, yeah, we're not doing that. So, like I said, that you come into it with business, you end it with business. There's no going back and forth. There's no fuck you, bitch, you do girl, bye. We keep it moving. So, like I said, I will never ever expose anyone that I deal with for many, many reasons. Also, going into spirituality, a lot of information I get from you guys are very confidential. And what do I look like building my spiritual clients that are executives, maybe they don't want their information out there, who are whatever, on the flip side, same thing with the dog stuff, but on the spiritual side now, they're very, I don't want anybody to know that I do spiritual work, don't expose it. And here I am known for being the girl that exposed that she had relationships with guys for being trans. Like, girl, like it's all connected. A liar is a liar, a thief is a thief, a snitch is a snitch. Yeah, there's no they hit her, but they're not gonna hit me. Oh honey, if he was an abuser, there's a good chance he's gonna abuse your ass too. And if he don't physically abuse you, he definitely does it emotionally. He definitely does it mentally. So, like I said, I'm not a fan of that, y'all. So I will never ever expose that tea. Even on the worst, like such, I had very bad situations being stranded. I had very bad situations. I had to call people to come and rescue me. Like, girl, even being set up to where, bitch, I was gonna be a motherfucking sacrifice. And bitch, I could have come out, I could still come out with proof, screenshots, all that. And be like, listen, here's my evidence. This is what happened. But once again, I'm not that girl because I believe that the universe will always take care of me. So that person did me wrong. They will never have that opportunity again. Now it's a little sad because they might hurt other people, but once again, we all have to learn. I can't be a captain save a hoe. Okay. So anyway, Oscar. Ooh. Oh, she didn't. Oh, she didn't. Oh, she didn't like that. Oh, she didn't. Oh, she didn't like that at all. Okay, she hung up because I put it on mute. Oscar was one time in Vegas and he was photoed wearing a dress, heels, and makeup, claiming to be drunk. I heard that. I always felt Oscar was undercover. Damn, Didi. Okay, you know Oscar like that. I heard that. His boxing promotion. You see what I mean? I'm Didi. Like if I'm out here exposing that I had a situation with a rapper, I'm still seeing a rapper, then you guys are gonna be like, I can't trust this bitch. Because if I tell this bitch right here, let me do, I want to do work on my baby daddy's mother. This bitch probably gonna reach out to the baby daddy mother and tell my baby daddy mother that I'm doing work on her to start some shit. And people do that. I told y'all right now, one of these spiritual girl, I won't even get into that, honey. But a few of these spiritualists have done that to clients. Honey, yeah, send me a picture and name of this and that. And then, okay, but you don't send me $300 more. I'm going to reach out. I'm going to tell him that you're getting work done on him. That messy shit. So, like I said, what do I look like doing that? His boxing promotion is called Golden Boy Boxing Promotion. I heard that. I'm sure he got some hot boxes over there. I just don't know if I trust boxers or people like that. Going into my domestic abuse, the guy that actually abused me was a fighter. Okay, that's it. I'm not going to go into what type of fighter he was. Definitely a well-known fighter too. So, and he hung out with a lot of racist people too, honey. And they wouldn't come out and say, "Nigger B." That's like y'all need to learn little codes and shit. They won't come out and say nigga bitch, honey. They'll say other shit. Haha. Hello? So like I said, honey, he hung around with a lot of fucked up racist people who are also in the industry. And they'll play with black girls, but they won't marry them. Anyway. So either way, honey, daddy got me together. And like I said, honey, from then on, yeah, honey, we don't play with that. Motherfuckers mad because they lose. Maybe they feel like they want to fight some more. Now they want to rough you up and shit. Oh yeah, bitch, we're doing that. Mm-mm. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go, y'all. Okay. I've been fighting my sleep since 9 p.m. and it's about to be 2 a.m. right now, y'all. Woo! Anyway, love and light, and my left eye is like getting really heavy right now too. Anyway, love and light, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by here tonight, y'all. Okay, the next time we're on, you will definitely see me on here. Y'all, Bella's trying to get up on me. Bella, can you wait? Wait, you don't gotta be on your mama. You don't gotta be on your mama now. No, no, no. You don't gotta be on your mama. I know. Thank you. Thank you. I know. I know. I know. Thank you. I know. Thank you, mama. I know. I got you too. I got you too. Okay, y'all. Love and light. Yes, honey. L and L. Jane Tones. Who is L and L? Oh, Love and Light. Come on here, Jane Towns. Yes, honey. Love and Light. You welcome. Listen, Larry, I want that email, okay, so you can tell what's going on, okay? Bella think we going somewhere right now, y'all. Bella is a fool. Bella, we ain't going nowhere, girl. Can you go to lay down? It's too late. Your mama's naked. She ain't going nowhere right now. Anyway, love and light, everybody. Larry, I will definitely be waiting for the email, okay? To spiritmystic.blogspot.com, 28spirit8mystic8 at gmail.com. Bye for now, y'all. Love and light. Yes. Oh, and we will actually be doing a midnight metanoia tomorrow night, okay? We're going to actually get down on a real midnight metanoia, okay? This is a little, we were going to do a midnight metanoia on those two things, AW and KS, but I said, listen, I don't think I want to go in like that and tap into those frequencies because, bitch, it just seems something that it don't seem right for me. Let's say, let's get into some real tea, okay? So, anyway. Love and light, everybody. Bye for now.